In this video, we're going to add a sprite called Mario Dies. And what I did is I just Googled on the internet and looked for Mario Dies, and I drew a little picture and modified this picture of Mario dying, where you can see his feet kick up in the air and he smiles and he's going to move. So I need to make an object for Mario Dies. And there's my object, Mario Dies. And what's going to happen when Mario dies is when he's created, so I go to the create event, and what's going to happen is I want to set the vertical speed. So I go to variables, and I go to v speed, and I'm going to set the vertical speed to something like -15. So more than we had in a jump, but a pretty good speed, not too much, and I'll play around with his value till I get a value that's good. -15 I think is going to be pretty good to get him to sort of bounce up in a different way. Another thing I need to do is add some gravity. So how do I do that? Well, I'm going to go to my object Mario for a second. And when I open up this object Mario had gravity. So how do we do that? Well, in the step event, we said that gravity here was 0.05. So I'm going to copy that single line of code from the step event code of the Mario, and I want to put that same code, just the gravity part, in my Mario Dies. So Mario Dies, he's going to have gravity as well. He's going to go down. But I don't put anything about movement because he's dead. He's a ghost. He doesn't get to move left or right, and nor does he get to move to contact other objects. So all I wanted was a single statement that said gravity is 0.5 for Mario. So those two things are going to happen for Mario. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I'm going to add a sound effect. So I want to play a sound of Mario Dies. And I just went on the internet and Googled it, and I came up, if you look in Drive W, in the Mario sounds, I just pasted it from the internet here. It's called Mario Dies, and this is what it sounds like. So that sounds pretty good. So I'm going to add that sound effect also when Mario Dies is created. Okay, so when does Mario die? Well, let's go back to one instance. I'll just test one instance here, and then I'll add others. So Mario is going to die when he comes in contact with a Goomba the wrong way. And what we do here is when we contact the Goomba, I don't want to restart the game. What I would do here is probably set lives up, but instead of restarting the game at this point, I'm going to delete that, and instead I'm going to take from main 1, I'm going to put in here, change Mario, that's self, into this Mario Dies, and yes, do perform the events. So instead of just restarting the room when I hit a Goomba the wrong way, I delete that, and instead I put change it into the Mario Dies. Okay, so Mario Dies. So when he's created, he's got gravity, he's got V speed, and we hear a sound. Now, eventually we want Mario Dies to restart the room. So in the step event, I can add another event here. In the step event, I'm going to test a variable. And the variable is y, how far up and down. And if it's larger than the screen, and my screen is 480, so I could put the room height. I could put that in, but instead I'm going to make it a bit bigger because I might have other reasons why Mario might be outside the room height. So I'm just going to put a number, let's say 550. So if the y is larger than 550, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart the game. But normally you just restart the room and you'd lose a life if we had set the lives up yet. But that'll be fine for now. Let me test it. And so in this game, I've got the Mario sprite that dies. I've got the sound effect for Mario dies, and I changed the collision event with a Goomba. So if he collides with a Goomba, he's going to turn into a Mario dies. So what happens? He collided with a Goomba. I need to also make sure I turn the loop of the music off as well. But that's basically how it's going to work.